Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash, trending news and entertainment.
Hey everybody, I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I am Mitch English, and we're welcoming you to Daily Flash. Today's trends, tomorrow's talks. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love having you here.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you. We're off to a good start, 2026.
Right?
Oh my goodness. So here we go. New year, new you.
I love that.
Don't you love that? James Alexander joining us. He is our social media guru, James.
Looking good, James.
Yes. Hey, we want you to share the show and comment on everything that we are doing here on Daily Flash by going to our YouTube, by going to TikTok, Facebook, all our social channels, leaving a comment, and especially dailyflashshow.com. We wanted you to be a part of the show. That's all I got, guys.
That's good.
It's good, buddy.
That's really good.
James is the hardest working man in this business here, always doing stuff, and we want you to reach out. He's the guy on social media, he handles it, and he'll be doing that all year long, so glad to have you on. James, hang around for the rest of the show, of course. We'll be talking to him.
Okay, so speaking of social media is the latest consumer marketing gotcha. I think we've all sort of been subject to seeing something on one of our social media channels. And you're like, oh, that looks interesting, and you might end up buying it. Well, TikTok Shops is the perfect storm, combining ads with entertainment. Take a look.
I've come to terms that I have a really unhealthy addiction to TikTok Shop because what on earth? There's legit so much stuff down here. Like, why did I feel the need to buy all? But I'm gonna justify it by showing it to you guys. I turned 18 last month, and that turned on like the TikTok Shop toggle. So now my whole entire free page is TikTok Shop, and I've just been buying everything. And I don't even remember what I ordered, so it's okay. Oh my gosh, these are Chick-fil-A PJs. Don't know why I got two pairs. Who wants a pair, but look at how cute. That is so iconic. I love Chick-fil-A. I actually had Chick-fil-A last night. That's iconic. And next, oh my, bunch of these little mini Jesuses, because I just wanted to like keep them in my purse and like put them in random places. I think there's like 100 in here, or I could like put them like all around my apartment, and each one says Jesus hearts you.
So it's crazy when you take a look at this. TikTok isn't just feeding social media addiction, it's now enabling a shopping addiction too.
Yeah.
This young lady that was on there, she's like, I bought so much stuff, I don't even know what I bought. Some get hooked quickly thanks to pop-up ads and what many users blame as FOMO, fear of missing out. Ooh, I better get it or I might miss out, or I might not see it again and I really like that product. Many say the world of videos and the world of shopping mode, it just kind of sucks you right in.
I have a theory on this.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, continue on.
Between January and October, the 170 million Americans who are on TikTok spent more than $10 billion on billion with a B on TikTok Shop, which is a new thing. Double the amount spent last year over the same stretch of time. Buy now, pay later platforms make it much easier. I believe this young lady just kind of bought everything and she was like going to pay for it over 6 months' time. One user spent $3,000 in 6 months. TikTok Shop is an integrated one-stop shop that's transforming the app into really an e-commerce platform. Ads show up in a user's video feed and purchases can be made seamlessly, unlike on Instagram, where users need to enter a new browser to make a purchase. That kind of gives you a little braking stop. The TikTok Shop tab resembles Amazon's interface and is filled with all sorts of clothing, beauty, food items, everything that looks good, right? TikTokers double as affiliates to push products and videos for a small commission. Some financial experts are calling it Gen Z's QVC. One user says she sees an ad every third scroll, which adds up fast considering she spends 6 to 7 hours a day on TikTok. She found herself buying clothes and beauty products, and before she knew it, she spent $10,000 on at least 200 items. She's got a lot of products she hasn't used, doesn't know why she bought them. Ads, of course, are seamlessly integrated into the interface.
Okay, so and by the way, TikTok, who are they owned by? I can't remember.
China.
And where does most of the crap come from?
China.
All right, think about that. Okay, we know about, you know everything about social media. You go, even Sora, the one that makes the videos.
Yes.
Have you seen this where it'll pop up and say, does this change your mood? Did you change your, like a little thing will pop up.
I haven't seen that
as
yet.
I'm scrolling through and it goes, how is your mood? Are watching these videos making your mood better? And that got me to thinking about it. All right, when you're online and you're seeing the things that you want, you're also seeing the things that you want.
Yes.
You're seeing other people use it, and you're like, I need it. And I've fallen victim to this as well.
Yep.
It's not like I'm above anybody else. And so you're bored.
Yep.
Obviously, because you're on your phone.
Yep.
And that's what you do when you just start picking up and doing it. And people, what do they call it? Retail therapy, that sort of thing.
Yes, of course.
And really, that's what it is.
It's like a dopamine hit.
It's 100% that. And you're spending money you don't see because you're not giving the cash.
Yep.
It's all on charge. And I can 100% see how this is really affecting. You're talking about numbers like $10 billion just on TikTok. Somebody's making money. And if what you really need to come down to think about in every social media aspect that you're on, if you're not paying for it, if it's free, you are the product.
Yes.
And that's something I made up. That is something scientifically chosen. There is a reason why you are doing this. TikTok is for making money in these stupid videos, and it's shareable.
No question about it. And the creators that do these Get Ready With Me or Day in the Life videos, they integrate the products into their videos. And now TikTok's making it super easy to hit a buy now button if you see a blush or a lip gloss or whatever it is. And the crazy thing about TikTok or social media in general, it's tricky to distinguish, as you had mentioned, how or when you're being targeted for shopping versus being entertained.
James was talking about this last year. He was talking about this.
Last year.
But James, before I go to you, we talked about the Oscars going to like YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Think about all this entertainment now on streaming where they're able to do that, because right now you can't necessarily do that. What were you going to say?
Right. I mean, just be honest. I mean, you want to go where people are, right? So putting this on TikTok just makes sense. And we gotta talk about one other thing, that TikTok has signed on to President Trump's deal to have a U.S. investor. So TikTok is close to being U.S. owned.
Correct. But overall, if you think about it, it's like, I'm going to say it like this, where did the evil come from? Is it still evil just because it's a new owner? I mean, if you think about that, I'm not saying it's evil by all means, but it's all about money, right?
Yeah.
And I know, James, you're a social media guy, and in full disclosure, there are some projects that Daily Flash is working on with TikTok as well. And it's very beneficial. There's no doubt about it, right?
Yeah, it's going to be very beneficial for us. So, of course, man, I just think, like I said before, you want to go where people are, and TikTok is a perfect platform for this. And yes, we are doing some things with TikTok. So
yeah, we have to say that, number one.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what it is.
Sure.
I mean, you might want to get one of those flasher baseball shirts that James was wearing yesterday.
And you can probably get it while you're scrolling through TikTok or social media.
That's it.
What I find interesting too, and the point that was made in this one article, is it's not like watching TV where you're a passive person, and when a commercial comes on, you know it's a commercial. You know it's an ad break.
Right.
You can get up from the couch and go to the kitchen. You know you're being sold something. Whereas when you're on social media, oftentimes it's hard to distinguish whether you're getting entertained or whether you're being sold something.
Remember when we would laugh with our hand on our spleen and go, "Oh, this Minority Report TV show, there's going to be ads that..." Y'all, it's happening, man.
Yeah.
It's already here.
Yeah.
Even the things that they know, because your browsing history, if you think about it, a browser's free too. They're collecting information from you. Information is power. Here we are. I know it's the first of the year. We're not trying to scare you. It's just, I think you need to be aware of what's happening.
Yes.
Because there's a generation being grown where they go, I don't want to go.
I'll say groomed.
Groomed.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's better.
I will say groomed.
Being groomed for the fact that that's where they're going to be purchasing.
Yeah.
Let's get them used to it. And I can tell you, my 14-year-old has bought I don't know how many things off of TikTok. And then you go, well, yeah, we need to have these tariffs up, because if China is going to be making all this money, and we need to be making parts of it as well, because you're using our people. And China knows that, man.
Of course they do. Experts say the only way to break shopping habits really is to clear all of your saved information, any credit cards that you have saved. It can be the easiest way of slowing down your spending. Put up as many financial speed bumps for yourself as possible. And they say shopping habits are the hardest to break.
I'm going to go in the control room, so get right there, Keegan. But raise your hand if you're going to delete all of your credit cards because of this, or would you, if you think in the control room, how many of y'all will delete your credit cards? Nobody. No, because
none.
it's convenience.
100%. Yes.
If you make it as easy as possible. Keegan,
Keegan says
smart
he doesn't have
Keegan.
one. Very smart.
I knew
yeah.
I liked you for a reason.
Well,
man.
you know what? This thing gets me because it's a double click on the side. Apple Pay, double click, we're done.
It's so easy.
It's so easy.
You know what's easy? Staying right where you're at. Don't even touch that remote. We're not done with our show yet. We got a whole show packed for you. Stick around.
KSA Entertainment is dedicated to uplifting the communities we serve. Through KSA Cares, we're bringing awareness to the causes that matter most, supporting those who work tirelessly to make a difference. From honoring veterans to championing environmental responsibility, KSA Cares is committed to inspiring positive change. At KSA Entertainment, we're here for the stories that bring us closer. Innovate with us. We can make a difference.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English, along with the lovely Andrea Jackson. You know, earlier this week, we took a deep dive with Business Insider about celebrities and those prenups before they got married.
One question that I asked actually lit up our social media channels. Take a look. It seems like even some of these celebrity couples and even non-celebrity couples, even though they do have a prenup, oftentimes they're taking these things to court and they're rehashing them out. Does a judge have a final say in interpreting those prenups? Yep, and that was the big question that got people fired up. Joining us with the facts on how prenups work is Chris Johnson of Johnson Law. Chris, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
So prenup seems standard with celebrity marriages. What can a prenup control, and where does a prenup fall short?
Okay. So what a prenup is a financial contract before the parties, either prenups before marriage. You can actually have a postnup after marriage. And what it does is it controls what happens to the parties' property in the event of a divorce. It cannot control child support because that's a matter of public policy. That's really a matter of statute and state, and it's left really for the children. The parties themselves can't contract that away from the children.
You know, we are showing celebrity divorces, which is what we normally talk about, but it's something that everybody should think about prior to marriage, I would imagine. There's also a big push for saying, hey, how about making full financial disclosure mandatory? Do you think that will ever happen, and is it a good idea?
I mean, it pretty much is mandatory. So you can not do it and you can do a waiver, but I highly, highly suggest it almost to the level of mandatory. And that's because if there isn't full financial disclosure, then later on the party can claim some type of duress. Prenups aren't like a lot of contracts. There's a lot of protectionism that goes along with these contracts. For the most part, commercial contracts, parties are able to do whatever they want. But courts really scrutinize these contracts. And if after the fact, one of the spouses says, I really didn't understand what was going on, claims some kind of duress, the court might look into that and overturn the whole contract.
Okay, what about celebrities and sports stars putting their money and assets into their mother's name?
Oh, yeah.
As a way of saving them during a divorce. How common is that, and is that effective?
Well, I've seen that, and I've seen that with not celebrities, and I've seen that with not for divorces too. I've seen it in anticipation of just avoiding a judgment from creditors. So it's kind of an age-old tactic to give away your property to someone else you trust. Now, the problem with that is it could be construed as a fraudulent transfer, really, because you're giving away your property to avoid paying someone else. And if you do that within a certain period of time for when there's a claim or something else, the court can go in, scrutinize it, take discovery on financials, which can be really burdensome too, even having to deal with that, and really pull the whole transfer back and undo the whole scheme that party wished to employ.
And let's talk about having a lawyer, having representation. Is it crucial to have separate lawyers when you go through maybe a prenup as well as the divorce, I would imagine?
Yeah, definitely the divorce. But with a prenup, again, this whole duress thing. So what we do, we represent high net worth clients, and we'll represent them on the prenup. And we tell them, you need to tell your fiance, they need to go out and they need to get their own attorney that can review this contract with him or her and advise as to the legal effects of the contract. That way later, you don't have that same type of argument, that duress, I didn't understand, blah, blah, blah. Again, they can waive that right, but it's much better when the other side is represented by an attorney.
Okay, one case that stood out to me was the case involving singer and actor Tyrese. He thought he had an ironclad prenup. Listen to him respond to his ex's demands, even though they did have a prenup.
We never spent $20,000 on my daughter when we were together, and I had the money.
Yeah, but
I don't like, who spends that kind of money on a kid? She was 1 when she took my baby from me. We never spent $20,000 a month on our child.
So Tyrese has been arrested and released for not paying his ex. So how can a signed prenup be overturned by a judge? And if they can't be overturned, then what's really the point in having one?
So I'm going to take this one in pieces, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So with this whole case, as I understand it, the court did enforce the prenup, which was the financial contract as to the division of property, whether that's his property or whether that's her property, whether she has a community interest in the property. What the prenup cannot do is affect the child support. His income was really high, and the court found because his income was high and his children were accustomed to a certain level of living, that the child support payments were going to be high too. And you can call that maybe a backdoor into property division. I don't know. And maybe that's some of what went on, because in these courts, they're, again, very protectionist and for the children. But I think the court did enforce this prenup. It just ordered a really high child support payment amount. And if you don't pay that child support payment, you can get arrested.
Yep.
And that's
plain and
what
simple.
happened, right?
Indeed.
Chris, thank you.
Yeah, you want to find out more information, get the facts on prenups, as well as contact Chris Johnson. Just head over to our website, dailyflashshow.com/FMI. I wish we had more time, because I think about the Nicole Kidman and Keith divorce.
Urban.
Seems like they had it worked out, though, and it's not crazy.
All separate.
Separate.
They came together with so much.
And that's what he said.
Hey now, welcome to Preview Review this week. I am Matt Doolittle, giving you a sneak peek while we speak geek. Well, in this edition, I got the chance to sit down with Mason Thames and Madeleine McGraw about the chilling sequel to Black Phone. Here's our conversation about Black Phone 2. Check it out.
Have you heard of the grabber? I killed him.
What happened in that basement really changed it. Finn, I had a bad dream. It was about missing kids.
It was just a dream.
About a real place, a youth camp. We have to go there.
Hello, Finny.
We are back again for Black Phone. You are part of an iconic horror genre film. How's it feel to be back in this realm and knowing that it's kind of starting a legacy here?
It's that's a big statement. It's like, I don't know, it's crazy. Just working on the first movie feels like, it doesn't feel like that long ago, and the fact it's become what it's become is I'm so grateful, and it's so special. You know, these characters in this world means so much to me, and you know, just the response people had to the film is fantastic, and I think they'll really enjoy what we did with this one. So.
It's crazy. I'm just so beyond honored to be back, and I am so grateful for the reaction that fans had when the first one came out, that, you know, it was good enough for us to be able to do a sequel.
So this thing got really intense. You look like you were going through a lot of it. How much of those stunts and stuff were you doing yourself, and was it just like kind of terrifying to do all that?
You know, stunts are actually like my favorite thing ever when it comes to acting. I love getting to do as much action as possible. And Scott and Cargill know this. That's why they wrote in a lot of those stunts, is because they know that I am so passionate about that side of things. So thankfully, they convinced our stunt coordinator, Bronco, to let me do most of my own stunts. So a lot of the times in the movie, that is actually me. There was only 2 stunts that I didn't get to do, and those were the spinning ones. But other than that, it was all me.
So I know the 80s is kind of coming around as like the big genre of, I'm an 80s baby. Don't put that on me. Yeah. So how much of the wardrobe did you heist off this? Just to throw in your own stuff.
I took the boots, I took jeans, I took the jacket, I took the shirt, I took the necklace, I took a couple more shirts. Damn, I took everything. I started listing off like 3 things. I was like, oh, I just took everything. And I realized to a couple like events just on accident, I'm just wearing some of Finney's clothes. Like I wore one of the shirts I took and the necklace. I'm like, I'm just wearing Finney's clothes right now.
I won't tell the studio, but that's awesome. Well, thank you, man, and best of luck on the movie.
So.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, hey,
yeah.
Well, it's fine. Fantastic, and best of luck on the movie, and thanks for the time. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
What do you think happens when you die in a dream? It's time to find out.
Super fun sequel to the film. It kind of picks up where the last one took off. But what's crazy is the time gap where those kids grew up. Mason and Madeline, they both grew up so quick between the films. It's like a kind of the Stranger Things thing. The whole thing's set in the 80s. It's a really super fun movie.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke in it as well.
Yeah.
Do you think this film, Maddie, has legs maybe for a third film coming along?
I see this being one of those legacy things where they can just take a time gap here and do one every 5 years and do it in the 90s next and do it in the 2000s after that and just keep them going. It's going to get its own Horror Night House. I can see that definitely happening.
The mask is scary enough as it is.
It's frightening, terrifying. All right, Maddie, thank you.
Maddie. It's your preview review.
Season 4 of the HBO hit series White Lotus is a go, and the new location has just been announced.
Okay.
Get ready for this. Season 3 stars Parker Posey, Jonathan Isaacs, who played the Ratliffs. They confirmed the new season will take place in the south of France. Parker recently mentioned the news on the red carpet for the Emmy Awards. She told reporters that creator and director Mike White was currently scouting locations in the south of France. Both actors said they weren't sure if they would make an appearance in the new season since their family ended up broke at the end of season 3. White Lotus started out in Hawaii before moving to Italy, then Thailand. No word yet on a return date for season 4.
And if you haven't watched White Lotus, the location is as a character.
The star,
the star, first off, right?
Yeah.
And there's always something to it. There's also a theme somewhat, I believe, with the each one is about
love, money,
and
sex,
greed, and that sort of thing. So it's going to be fun to find out what happens to the family, too, because we wanted to find out what happened to the
Yes,
Ratliffs.
and I like how they usually bring at least one character back from a previous season. One character that's been a constant will probably be make another appearance in season 4.
I hope it's Parker Posey.
But I would love to see the Ratliffs back.
Absolutely.
At least Parker Posey. Yeah.
And Schwarzenegger's son, he did a great job, man.
He was phenomenal.
So, there you go.
Oh,
we got more of today's Trends, Tomorrow's Talk, all right here, and more of it coming your way on Daily Flash.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash, trending news and entertainment.
Hey everybody, I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash. Here we go. We got another half hour of the show waiting for you on the second day of January.
Second day of January. We're already in it to win it, friends. James Alexander joining us with our stations across the nation. James.
Yes, the Daily Flash is seen all over the world, streamers, social media channels, and of course the American Forces Network. And 219 great TV stations all over the country. Now, if you want to check out where we are in your neck of the woods, go to dailyflashshow.com and click on the Where to Watch tab. Now, our local friends today are KETZ TV in Sacramento, California.
Sacramento.
Look,
Also known
I
as
got
Sack and
two
Tomato.
weird. Yeah, I got 2 weird but true facts about Sacktown. Ready?
Okay.
All right. Now, Sacktown once rerouted their river, the American River, to stop it from flooding the city, right? And because of that flooding, there are actually 2 Sacramentos, one above ground and one below. They built the one above ground to make sure the city never flooded again, build it on top of the one below. So you can actually go down to the second Sacramento.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I didn't know that.
I did not realize
I've been to the American River. I don't remember that part of the story.
Interesting. It's the capital of California.
Yeah,
And
right.
now they're waiting just for an earthquake for it to just kind of go through, right?
Oh my God.
Think about that, right? I had a friend that lived right outside of Sacramento, so I've been there as well. So a cool place here. Hopefully you'll get lucky in 2026, okay? Yeah. But I know for sure you will not be as lucky as this couple over in England. Okay. So they recently won the lottery, won about $1 million. Here they are right now. Their name is Richard Davies and Faye Stevenson Davies, and they live in Wales. And they got their fingers crossed here. They won the lottery. They won from the Euro Millions draw. Very happy. However, they also had won another $1 million in 2018.
No way.
And double hit statisticians say the odds of that happening are 24 trillion to 1. Now, trillion has 12 zeros after it, to give you an idea. And they had, talk about luck, right?
Yeah, no kid. The odds of that are just insane.
And I'm happy that they won. Let me tell you why. Because even after they won their first round back in 2018, they started still working. They still had their jobs. Not only that, they found that they didn't have to work as hard, so they started volunteering. So they're actually helping their community and that sort of thing. And so I think this universe is really giving back to them, especially when you hear the odds of like 24 trillion to 1. Officials say they have no evidence of anything, suspicious happening. It just happened to be the luck of this couple. They also donate a lot of what they had won the last time to charities, and they said they were going to do that as well, and they want to help out other people. And you think about that, and just recently here in the United States, we had that over $1 billion lotto Powerball. Thank you. And Florida's lotto is getting that much bigger. And I never played the lottery before, and for some reason I just started getting excited about it. But even buying it, I try not to get excited because it's the disappointment. I was like, you know what I'm saying? It justifies it. It's like, hey, I'm giving you money. I know I'm not going to do it. I'm just wasting my money.
I know.
Here's $20.
But they get you with those commercials like, you can't win if you don't play.
You got to be in it to win it, right?
You got to be in it to win it. And it's fun, the chances. So you're saying there's a chance.
So now the best thing is we just had Christmas. I love when you get lottery tickets for Christmas. Yeah. Let's say you got one. Would you share it? And be honest, would you share it or would you go, wait a minute, that was a gift? Would you share it with the person that gave it to you?
Yes, I would. Well, because Alan and I normally give each other a lottery tickets.
What if I did? What if I gave you a lottery ticket? You haven't opened it.
Well, not in that case.
See, now you're thinking. Yeah. Well, yeah, if your significant other gave it to you, what's mine is yours.
Exactly. So. But that's a good question.
$1 and a dream is all you need to win.
Yeah.
There's a $2 ticket.
Would you tell people if you won the lotto?
No.
Yeah.
And I would. And they say don't.
Don't.
Go to a lawyer. Start up with
an LLC.
Trust as well. Handle all that stuff before you do anything. All right. And then also donate that money to Daily Flash. You know our email address.
Love that. Welcome back to Daily Flash. This is Help My Home.
Indeed it is. It's also Design Week, and it's in Chicago. Joining us now from the grand opening of luxury appliance brand SKS's new showroom is home design expert Sophie Donaldson. Hey, Sophie, how are you?
Good morning, Mitch. I'm great. How you doing?
Okay, so tell us a little bit about where you are right now, and also tell us what's trending when it comes to the kitchen.
Absolutely. So I am here at the Mart, which in Chicago is the iconic hub of design, all things design and living. We are right now giving you a sneak peek of the brand new showroom of luxury appliance brand SKS. Very cool space. This is really a place where we're integrating home design trends, kitchen trends, and technology trends in one room. And you asked about what's new lately. I'm going to tell you things are really lightening up. So you can see the white oak here. There's Roman plaster walls. walls, this beautiful natural stone. And what this does is really, it sort of warms up the kitchen space. So it really complements these sleek appliances that I'd love to tell you more about too.
Awesome. What else are we seeing when it comes to these trends?
Sure. So smart appliances are really moving from this space of like novelty to necessity. So this wall oven, for example, behind me uses what they call gourmet AI technology. And what is that? It's a camera actually inside the oven. So not only can that sort of read your ingredients and suggest recipes, but you can do things such as set it on auto cook and just sort of forget it. So for a home chef, it really takes the guesswork out of it. And I'll tell you one other really cool thing it does. It can take time-lapse video of what you're cooking inside. So this, for those who love sort of like making and creating and showing what they're doing, is a really, really fun technology.
Kitchens are so important. Where can folks go if they want more info?
Sure. So absolutely go to sksappliances.com. And if you happen to be in the Chicago area later this fall, you can absolutely stop by the showroom at the Mart.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll make sure we post this on our website at dailyflashshow.com/FMI.
Mitch, thank you. Good stuff there. Well, from the kitchen to the garage, check out this cool DIY idea to bring some extra to your doorway with some faux beams.
This is the entry to my garage, and I had an idea to spruce it up a little bit. I wanted to build some beams here, and so I cut out all of the baseboards and got to work building the beams. Now, these aren't real beams, of course, but I wanted to make this funky little wall up here look like a beam. Clearly, I'm excited. Piece by piece, I added these boards to make this area look like authentic beams. I then stained it, and voila! Don't these look amazing? I'm so happy with them. Next up, I'm gonna spruce up these doors. Follow along.
So let's stick with it and get some advice on the best way to paint doors.
Now that our faux beams are done, it's time to spruce up these doors. I absolutely love painting doors because you can make a big impact with very little cost. First, you'll use an angled brush to paint all of the grooves inside the door like this. Then, using a foam roller, you'll roll inside these boxes before painting all the horizontal lines. Once you're done with that, then you'll move on to painting the vertical lines on your door. Before painting a door, you'll want to tape off the doorknob and the hinges, but because I'm replacing mine, I did not do this step. Make sure to watch for paint lines from your roller brush because those will show up later if you're not careful. While I was painting this door, I impulsively decided to paint the trim too, and I am so glad I did. Next, I added some hardware to give it a more modern look, and voila.
You never think about how difficult it is to paint a door until you get to that project.
Who thinks of that about painting the door?
Yeah.
I love the beams idea that you showed here. We did this, basically, it's not wallpaper, but it's actual wood that we did the same thing for because we had an ugly looking beam going across. We put it up, taped it on there, we had a contractor do it. But then you could stain it as well because it's actual wood. And I'm telling you, cannot tell the difference. This is when we did our kitchen edition. So neat ideas here and easy, like really anybody can do.
And you can buy a beam, like faux beam placements that you can kind of build that are real thin wood, lightweight, that can cover your beams if you want a new look. Yeah. All right, we're back right after this. It is that time of year again as shoppers look for smart ways to save.
Nearly half of shoppers now trust AI shopping advice over a friend. A new study from the University of Virginia Darden School of Business found that nearly 60% of shoppers use AI to shop. Smart shopping expert Trey Bodge shares how AI tools can help you find the best gifts.
AI is revolutionizing the way we shop this holiday season, making buying decisions faster and more personal. With Rufus, Amazon's conversational shopping assistant, you can ask product questions, compare items side by side, and get gift recommendations to get ahead of the holiday rush.
And Amazon has even more tools to help shoppers discover and buy.
With Amazon Lens, you can snap a photo of something you see on social media and instantly find top matches. There's also Buy For Me, which lets customers order from other retailers without ever leaving the Amazon app.
And other tools like interests, AI shopping guides, and Here the Highlights are giving shoppers more personalized and convenient ways to shop. For more information, visit Amazon.com.
Well, smart offices are no longer just a concept. They're actually now transforming the way we get things done. Tech expert Mark Salzman joins us with the essentials for today's workplace. Hey there, Mark.
Hi, thanks for having me on the Daily Flash. I've partnered with some great brands to help businesses succeed and grow.
Okay, Mark, so how can small businesses, even freelancers, really just simplify their finances?
That's a great place to start. Quicken Business and Personal. It helps small business owners, entrepreneurs, freelancers, gig workers, and the self-employed manage their professional and personal finances without having to switch between multiple and often disconnected tools. In fact, it automatically categorizes business and personal expenses. Love that. The app helps you effortlessly plan cash flow, invoice clients, optimize investments, save more money, and prepare for tax season all in one place. Love it.
That's pretty cool. How about a smart laptop choice for us busy professionals out there?
Yes, I have a great pick, and it's a secure one too. October, after all, is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Small business owners and remote workers, for them, securing sensitive data is more critical than ever. So this is the Asus ExpertBook P3, a mobile workstation that features commercial-grade security with fingerprint login options and a built-in webcam shield for added privacy. Along with a stellar display and long-lasting battery, AI-powered tools like Asus AI Expert Meet and Windows Copilot automate tasks to boost productivity. Asus.com has more on this ExpertBook P3.
All right, now we know we need to fuel all our business efforts. Any tips on how we can actually create the coffee station that's the ultimate coffee station?
I do indeed, yes. From Jura, the global innovation leader in fully automatic coffee machines, comes its latest, the Jura X10, the ultimate workplace coffee station to keep employees, clients, and guests energized and satisfied. Bring the barista to the break room with 35 hot and cold brew coffee specialties from Americano and espresso to cappuccino and latte macchiato. Look at that. It features an integrated grinder for fresh bean-to-cup coffee, while Jura's cold extraction process creates authentic cold brew. You can visit Jura.com for more.
Man, great ideas. Where can we go for more info?
So for more info on everything I've covered here today, simply visit inthenews.tv.
Mark, thanks so much for joining us. We'll have this on our website, dailyflashshow.com/FMI.
More than 30 million Americans are enrolled in Medicare Advantage. At billions of dollars in over-the-county benefits go unused every year. Shinobu Hinder joins us with more. Shinobu, what should consumers understand about their benefits?
As a financial planner and wellness expert, I've seen how overlooked benefits can impact both health and finances. With Medicare Advantage, the OTC benefit can mean hundreds of dollars in savings each year on products that people already rely on. Pain relievers, cold and flu remedies, dental rinses, even skincare. But here's the catch. These funds don't roll over. If they aren't used, they're lost. And nationally, that adds up to billions of wasted dollars. And that's why it's so important to know what's included in your plan and to take full advantage of the Medicare Advantage OTC benefit.
And what type of products are covered in most Advantage plans? And what are some of the common benefits people may not know are covered?
Most Medicare Advantage OTC benefits cover a wide range of self-care essentials. Tylenol for pain relief, Zyrtec for allergies, Neutrogena for sun scare, Listerine for oral care, and Band-Aid for first aid. But beyond the pain relievers and allergy medications, Medicare Advantage OTC benefits often cover digestive health products like Pepcid, skincare essentials such as Neutrogena Sunblock, and these products are used in daily life. So having them covered through Medicare Advantage OTC benefits mean people can maintain these routines without worrying as much about cost. However, it's important to make sure you're checking with your plan administrator on what products are actually covered in your plan. For more information, visit kenviewbrands.com/US/medadvantage.
Thank you so much. We'll be sure to share this on our website at dailyflashshow.com/FMI.
Boy, there are some new tax laws out there. They're like, what? Well, it also comes with some new guidelines for families, workers, and even seniors. Here's all that you need to know.
Recent tax law changes will affect millions of households when tax season arrives early next year. Mark Stieber, Chief Tax Officer at Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, has more.
The child tax credit is increasing to $2,200 per child, and seniors may qualify for an additional deduction. Other updates include new deductions for tips and overtime and car loans, plus new reporting rules for income earned on third-party payment platforms like Venmo and PayPal.
With less than 90 days left in 2025, now is the perfect time for taxpayers to review their withholdings and make any adjustments before the year ends.
Consider steps like adjusting your tax withholding, contributing to retirement accounts, or using funds in a flexible spending account. Moves like these can still make a difference on your 2025 tax return.
Tax professionals say that understanding how the new tax laws apply to individual situations is key, since deductions and credits often depend on income limits and eligibility requirements. For more information on how the new tax law changes could affect you, visit jacksonhewitt.com.
And now a great way to stay physically active and healthy.
In the Know. Physical therapy helps people move better, age stronger, and live more fully.
PT for Future Me is a new campaign from the American Physical Therapy Association. It emphasizes prevention, wellness, mobility, and strength to support all aspects of work, life, and play, no matter what your age or ability. It's never too early or too late to make physical therapy part of your healthcare routine.
Learn more and find a physical therapist near you at choosept.com.
This is Tim. Tim is all about time, and if you've ever had a chance to look into Tim's cold, dead eyes, you'll see that it's time for you to follow us on social media. Sure, there's 10,000 social sites out there, and we don't have the time to name them all. Seriously, just ask Tim. So take the time to look for Daily Flash TV on your favorite social sites, and start following us. That's all the time, Tim. Goodbye.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. Let's find out what you need to binge watch this weekend. Jackson, what do you got?
Oh my goodness, it's called Airport Lost and Found. Take a look.
Our safe is full of a lot of cash, a lot of jewelry. We get a lot of wedding rings, more so men's than women's. So I don't know what that's all about. I have this jewelry box that came in, and it really had a lot of stuff in it. So you would think that somebody would probably want this bag.
It's amazing the stuff people leave behind at the airport.
Yeah.
And the lost and found at every single airport. And then, of course, the baggage claim in Alabama where it all goes if it's not
it's like a
taken.
supermarket,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's crazy. The other one is if you ever see the lost and found for a cruise ship. Those are also the best ones. They have a pair of my shorts from my last cruise.
Oh, somebody better get those.
Yep. All right, well, my pick for this weekend is The Dude Perfect, guys, and it's on YouTube, and it's going to every Disney park in 75 hours.
As far as rides go, number one. That takes the cake. Let's grab the pick, Copes.
Oh, this is so good. Golden hour. Dude, that's got to be the best photo of the trip.
This is a dream trip for me.
wow.
I mean, I did 3 castles in 1 year, and that was enough for me, but these guys did
75
everything.
hours.
75 hours.
What's the deal? They have to ride at least one ride? Or
At least one ride in each park all over the world.
Very neat. All right, high stakes game of deception, desire, and danger. Buckle up. This is Play Dirty, and it's playing on Prime.
Got a bit of a problem. I'm looking for a girl. Is this an amorous inquiry? She killed everyone on my last job. I just need to talk to her.
Do you mean actually talk? Because sometimes when you talk, people end up at room temperature.
I'll be gentle.
A con man and a contract killer form a little bit of an alliance where every mood's a gamble. Trust it is the ultimate setup. Mark Wahlberg stars in Play Dirty, Shane Black film. This was actually, the script was supposed to be Lethal Weapon 2, because Shane Black also wrote that. Yeah. And it also takes place around Christmas time, and that's a theme with Shane Black. All his movies, like Die Hard. It's all
Which
around.
is a Christmas
Which is a Christmas movie.
Which is a Christmas movie altogether. So anyway, great stuff for the catch. If we've missed something or something we need to check out, we'd love to hear from you and give some suggestions.
Yeah, head to our website, dailyflashshow.com, for more information on anything we've talked about today. Be good, everybody.
We'll see you when we look at you. Bye-bye.